Welcome to Cape Town News. Today is Monday, the 13th of October, 2025, and here's what's making headlines in the Western Cape. Over 500 poisoned by home cleaners in the Western Cape. Seapoint residents alarmed by rising aggression among street children. Leap officer dies after brutal attack in Philippi East. PRASA pours 21.1 billion rand into rail revival and jobs. Province boosted as Proteas return for Dragons Clash. Oranjezicht market lights up Granger Bay. Cool, partly cloudy, fresh south-westerlies tomorrow. Health authorities warn that everyday cleaning products are driving a silent surge in poisonings across the Western Cape. In the first 6 months of this year, the Poisons Information Helpline handled over 6,000 calls, with 514 cases traced to familiar items such as bleach, dish liquid, laundry detergent, air fresheners, and polishes. Officials say eye-catching packaging and sweet scents draw curious children, and nearly half of all household product incidents involved those under 5. Cindy Lee Golding of the Tygerberg Poison Information Center says most emergencies begin with seconds of inattention, like leaving a cap loose or placing chemicals within reach on a kitchen counter. She urges families to lock products away, fit child-resistant closures, and never decant chemicals into drink bottles that could be mistaken for juice or water. Child Safe at Red Cross War Memorial Children's Hospital backs simple rules that save lives. Store poisons out of sight, keep medicines and cleaners separate, and discard expired products responsibly. If exposure happens, officials advise immediate first aid while phoning the Provincial helpline on 0861555777. Rinse skin and eyes under clean water for at least 15 minutes after spills, move victims to fresh air after fumes, and place an unconscious person in the recovery position while summoning an ambulance. Do not force vomiting and do not give milk or fluids unless instructed by a poison specialist. The province says prevention remains the strongest defense, and it will intensify awareness campaigns through clinics, creches, and community radio. Retailers are also being asked to review shelf placement and improve in-store safety signage, while municipalities explore household hazard disposal days to curb risk inside Cape Townians' homes. Concerns along the Atlantic seaboard have sharpened as Seapoint residents report more aggressive behavior among groups of street-connected children at intersections and near the promenade. The Seapoint City Improvement District has asked Mayor Jordan Hill-Lewis, Social Development and Police Oversight to back a daily multi-agency response team with social workers and peace officers. The City Improvement District says removals every few weeks simply reset the cycle when children return to the streets within hours because safe beds are scarce and caseloads heavy. Chairperson Jacques Weber warns that fear is rising after altercations between groups and persistent demands at busy junctions on Beach Road and St. John's Road. Provincial Social Development MEC Jaco Lont notes that social workers already carry high caseloads and a dedicated Seapoint placement is not feasible with current resources. Activist Venetia Orgill, known as the Angel of the Garden, argues that a gap in services for under-18s using glue, tick and mandrax fuels relapse, urging an age-appropriate detox and rehabilitation center instead of short-term placements. MEC Anro Mares stresses that law enforcement can intervene only where criminal conduct exists, and that sustainable change requires secure care capacity, proper case management, and family reunification where safe. The city's mayoral committee member for community services and health, Councillor Francine Hyam, says matters falling under the Children's Act sit with the province, but the city will assist through outreach, by-law enforcement around hotspots, and coordination with shelters. The City Improvement District's proposed task team now heads for stakeholder workshops on practical changes to intake, transport, after-hours coverage, and secure placements that keep children protected while restoring public safety. The city has confirmed the death of a 26-year-old law enforcement advancement plan officer following a violent attack in Philippi East. According to initial reports, the off-duty officer was hijacked and assaulted before attempting to escape toward the Marikana informal settlement. He was later found critically injured near Sheffield Road after being stabbed and pelted with stones. Paramedics transported him to hospital where he succumbed to his injuries. One suspect has been arrested while a second remains at large. The Safety and Security Directorate says specialist investigators and tactical resources are supporting SAPS and vowed that every lawful means would be used to bring the perpetrators before court. Colleagues described the fallen officer as dedicated, disciplined, and known for calm professionalism on volatile operations. LEAP deployments in Philippi East focus on violent crime hotspots, support targeted roadblocks, and assist SAPS with warrant execution, while community safety partners work to disrupt extortion, robbery, and gang activity around commuter routes. The city urged anyone with information, dashcam footage, or anonymous tip-offs to contact Philippi East Police or the 24-hour tip line. Victim support staff are engaging with the officer's family and unit members. Authorities asked residents to avoid sharing graphic images and unverified speculation on social media, which can hinder investigations and re-traumatize loved ones. Patrol visibility is being increased around Sheffield Road and key access points, with joint operations planned through the week as the manhunt continues. Commuters could see steadier trains and fewer road bottlenecks as PRASA confirms capital spending of 21.1 billion rand in the last financial year, nearly double its plan. Group Chief Executive Hisham Emiran says the program restored 35 of 40 service lines, lifted punctuality to 91%, and held cancellations near 3%, while ridership climbed to 77 million passenger trips. The Auditor General's clean audit strengthened confidence in ongoing modernization, including new signaling, depot upgrades, and expansion of the electric multiple-unit fleet. For Cape Town, the agency highlights corridor work aimed at shorter journeys and more reliable peak-hour frequencies, with tap-and-go ticketing to speed station flow. PRASA estimates 12,988 direct jobs created, with a wider economic impact above 71,000 additional opportunities, spanning track works, security, rolling stock assembly, and local supply chains. Financially, commercial income topped 708 million rand against a 675 million target, supporting service recovery plans. Over the medium term, projects will prioritize resilience against vandalism and cable theft, improved station lighting and surveillance, and closer integration with MyCity buses and minibus taxi feeders so passengers can complete end-to-end trips. The longer-range build targets 600 trains by 2035, with incremental deliveries beginning through the current cycle. If reliability holds, officials believe more Cape Townians will shift from congested arterials like the N1 and N2 back to rail, easing morning travel times across the metro. Western Province sharpened preparations for a key one-day cup meeting with the Northwest Dragons at World Sports Betting Newlands, boosted by the return of Proteas pair Kyle Furain and Mihlali Mpongwana. Coach Salieg Nakadian says the duo add nous to a batting unit that fell short against the Lions, while balancing the attack with Mpongwana's control through the middle. Stand-in skipper George Linder believes the squad's response to conceding 260 showed character, with bowlers sticking to plans at the death and fielders raising intensity. The Dragons, finalists against Province last season, travel with a settled core and punchy new ball options, demanding patience early and sharp running between wickets at Newlands. Province's selection chat centres on the top-order blend around Varane, and whether to pair spin through Linda and Kyle Simmons for mid-innings squeeze. With Jonathan Bird and Daniel Smith pushing for starts and Yassine Valley anchoring tempo, the batting card has flexibility to chase or set. Dane Patterson's experience remains critical for power play lines, while Mathiwekaya Nabe offers heavy lengths if the breeze aids movement. First ball is set for 1 o'clock on Wednesday, with tickets via cricket.co.za and streaming on the CSA YouTube channel. A composed start, tidy fielding and disciplined death overs could tilt a tight replay of last year's showpiece in Province's favour. The Oranjezicht City Farm Market at Granger Bay has grown into a weekly ritual for thousands, pairing small-scale farmers with Cape Townians who want seasonal produce, flowers, and ready-to-eat favorites by the ocean. Founded in 2013 and relocated to the V&A waterfront in 2015, the market now supports more than 40 local farmers and around 80 artisanal food traders. Weekends draw 8,000 to 12,000 visitors, from early bird coffee runs to family brunch tables overlooking the harbour. The team emphasises short supply chains, reduced plastic, composting, and surplus to charity partnerships that cut food waste. A midweek Wednesday night market returns through April 2026 from 4 until 9, adding live music and supper stalls to the lineup. International recognition includes a place in the Independent's list of top 20 farmers markets worldwide, citing its community feel and high-quality selection. For first-timers, start with leafy greens, pasture-raised eggs and farm loaves, then explore regional cheeses, Cape Malay curries, and fresh-pressed juices. Arriving by My City or on foot is encouraged, with bicycle parking near Hall Road. Hours are Saturday 8 until 2, Sunday 8:30 until 2, and Wednesdays for the night market. Find it off Hall Road, Granger Bay Boulevard at the V&A waterfront, where stall holders are ready with tastings, shopping lists, and stories from the farms that feed the mother city. Here is your money, commodities, and crypto updates. Starting with major currencies, the US dollar is trading at 17 Rand and 36 cents. The British pound stands at 23 Rand and 17 cents, and the euro will cost you 20 Rand and 17 cents. Moving to the commodities market, gold is priced at 2,258 Rand and 91 cents per gram. Silver is trading at 28 Rand and 36 cents per gram. Platinum is valued at 908 Rand and 44 cents per gram. And Brent crude oil is trading at $63.72 per barrel. In the cryptocurrency market, Bitcoin is valued at 2,004,189 Rand, while Ethereum is trading at 72,329 Rand. Ripple XRP is priced at 44 Rand and 41 cents. And finally, Solana is trading at 3,414 Rand. Keep in mind that these numbers are based on the latest data but may still change as markets fluctuate in the course of the day. Tomorrow stays cool and partly cloudy across the metro. Cape Town tops out near 19 with a southwesterly breeze around 15 kilometers per hour, easing late. Paarl reaches about 22 with a fresh afternoon breeze, while Stellenbosch settles near 21 and a cool morning low around 11. The UV index is high during sunny breaks, so plan shade for midday errands. At sea, long-period southwest swell runs near 2 meters at roughly 10 seconds, making beaches lively but manageable for cautious swimmers. Tides swing early with low tide around 3 o'clock in the morning, high tide near 20 to 10 in the morning, the afternoon low just after 4 o'clock, and the next high close to 10:30 tomorrow night. Sunrise is 6:05 and sunset 6:59. Pack a light layer and enjoy a calmer promenade walk, or save your appetite for the midweek Oranjezicht market under the lights. With that, we conclude today's bulletin, and now you know what's happening in the mother city. Thank you for watching Cape Town News. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a story. We appreciate your support. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget tomorrow's Cape Town News drops right here on YouTube at 12 noon. Meanwhile, stay safe, informed, and connected.